Fantastic. So I figure we just kick it off with base.
Hold on a second. Let's actually get some viewers in here first.
Well, for sure.
And then let me tweet about this. Copy link, open Twitter. Okay, so we're all out. We have a late entry, but that's fine. I'll get to that later. Okay. S. Still no one in here. That's okay. Usually takes a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
So I am currently looking at leaks. Yeah, I knew this would happen today, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, the Phosphocell and the Jolton.
Yeah, I'm like currently reading the Phosphocell. Okay, this Phosphocell's kind of cracked, not gonna lie.
It's interesting.
Okay, yeah, this Phosphocell is crazy. What the hell? That's insane.
Can't be returned to, and attacks can't be negated.
Oh, hold on. My oven's going off.
Okay, Hera v. Aeolus for the double deck.
Alright, I have returned.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Did you see the
Okay.
the double deck?
Oh,
Side by
Lemon's
side?
here. What's up, Lemon?
How we doing?
Yeah, I saw the starter deck, like the art leaks.
Yeah,
Those
looks
are
like
pretty
Hera
sick.
v. Aeolus. That's pretty dope.
Alright, Jolton shaped like Hera. That's insane. I wonder what this is for. It is a promo. It's probably a shop pro. Oh, it's probably the shop promo.
Hmm.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Alright, so let's start the box opening.
Sounds good.
Hey everyone. We're gonna do. Let's do a box and then a deck and then a box. How about that?
Sounds awesome. Let's get started.
All right. So we have a box of base set in front of us, and we're hoping. What are we hoping for?
You know, that's a great question. We're hoping for some decent cards, some decent pulls. These will be my first boxes in total.
Oh, you've never opened
we're
a whole
going
box
for-
before?
Never opened a whole box. Barely opened any pack, honestly.
Just a singles man, I see.
Yeah, I just got in a little while ago, so
Nice. All right.
let me get to open here. Nice full Tempest off the rip.
Non-stellar.
It's bound to
So
happen one of these
what a lot of
days.
people like to do is like dump the packs on the desk and then like shuffle them, because the
Okay.
randomization in these base set boxes is not great.
Okay, let's do that. All right, we'll just shuffle them up. Something good.
Gotta love 36 packs.
Hey,
36
number of
packs of
packs.
pure Kevlar. So your hands will be
Great.
sore after this. I guarantee it.
that's, we brought the scissors
Oh, we brought the scissors.
just for that. We
Make sure you
brought
don't
the
cut the
scissors.
cards.
We're gonna do the best we can, as long as we don't hit the stellar. All right. First pack magic. Let's go. Type plant. The pup. The
Zephyr.
frogs. Let's go.
2 Javalantis in the same pack. Tech
Yeah,
Taurus.
interesting. All right, tact. Oh my goodness.
Tech Taurus is like in a lot of side decks. I would not be shocked if it ended up in somebody's sideboard or maybe even main board.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the main board for sure. I see the vision.
Yeah.
All right, Wormhound. Yeah, gotta play that. That's solid.
Oh yeah, the Vanguard.
Yep.
Earthquake.
Olympus, get a scythe, and Trifernal.
Trifernal actually looking pretty decent this format. Not gonna lie.
I think that Hestia Fire deck can run into it.
The biggest problem with Fire is that it lost Nog. That's the
Yes.
biggest, and that's not a small hit either.
No, not at all.
Because Nog is like really important in that deck.
Very
One,
solid.
it gets you Fires and Underworld for your Hestia's Hearths. And
Yes.
2, it draws you more cards that you can ascend into.
that you need. Oh, there we go.
Another Vanguard Rise.
The
Let's go.
Rise.
Better
Going
get
for
that in a
all
sleeve
band
before
pulls.
it curls.
Too late.
It'll curl anyway.
It did bring some sleeves just in case. All right. Golden Spirit. Looks like we got something shiny back there again. Golden Apple. There we
Love me some
go.
shinies.
Galaxy. Playable. Pyrrhix.
Pyrex. Unfortunately, unplayable.
Somebody was talking about some wild deck running Empyrix with Paterstar because it
What?
doesn't have to come back fire enchanted.
Oh, I guess. That's odd. I mean, at that point,
I
just
was like,
play
Don't you have the,
what's it
the
called?
possum?
Yeah, Hypnosum,
Hy-
and also just Rise from
Hypnosum.
the Shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your full art. I'm pretty sure.
All right. Another eruption. Good thing. We needed one. Tsunami. Exaltair.
Oh, Exaltair. I was wrong. I thought I saw. Maybe it was the board of them
Okay,
shiny.
we're gonna move this tsunami out as a decently
Tsunami,
playable
Tsunami
card.
pretty good. It is an uncommon, so it's not like rare, but nice
Yeah.
to have.
Playable, good enough to have out of the bulk pile.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can't even do a half cut on these. They are sealed in here.
Oh yeah.
Let's grab it. Caprigal.
Champ Caprigol's seen some play.
It's looking kind of
Or it's
nice.
seen some
honestly think.
experimentation,
Oh,
I should say. I wouldn't say it's
Yeah.
seen play. It all comes
I
down to this
honestly think-
weekend, actually. I have no idea what this meta is going to be like this weekend. Besides, it's going to be. I think the two most popular decks are going to be Morfrost and Fish.
yeah. I'll be interested to see how Morfrost shakes up.
2 stadiums and a Jolted to search.
There we go. Hey,
Oh, Hollow Atlas.
you take those. All right. Let's try to open one. I don't
Like I
even
said,
know if
they
I
are
can.
made of
if I'm being
Kevlar.
honest. Yeah.
Dan did
Army can
confirm
take
that the new ones are not made of Kevlar.
Yeah.
The new old manufacturer.
There's Tsunami. Down.
Tsunami, let's go. Yo, let's go Spark It.
Valakane?
Band card. Valakane.
Yes.
Such a good card in theory, but such a bad card in practice.
Yeah, it's hard to get into.
It's not
I
even
think it's
really that hard to
worth-
get into. Actually, it'd be a lot easier to get into if Hurricane wasn't banned.
That's true. That's fair.
Because then you could just go A-list, search Pigas cast, search,
Hey,
get Hurricane.
we're getting.
But if you're casting Hurricane, then you don't need Valakane
Then
because
you
you've
don't
already
need
blown up all the
Valakane, yeah.
back row.
Yeah, exactly. The new Valakane seems interesting.
What does it do
The
again?
champ-
It, like, reveals all the face downs or something like that?
It lets you Nexus from Aeolus up to 3. And then you can return cards to hand equal to the number that you Nexused.
Oh. Yeah, that's just
Okay.
straight up worse. That's just straight up worse than OG Valakane.
Yeah. But I think it's just cards, so you can do Elestrals as well.
Oh. I'll have to look into that then.
Alright, good thing we got these Tadpuffs. Good timing. Atlantis, Peeg, huge, Lycavolt.
Like a Volt.
The Thunder deck's looking pretty solid right now too.
That is true. And a Pandason.
I don't even know what this card does. Disenchant, get an Invoke Room. Okay,
Yeah, it's pretty
so
decent.
this is second Earthquake. With Lycavolt out or Lycavoid out, I tried the Pandylance, and I got to Gorgon somebody 4 turns in a row, and that was fun.
That's
but it just
so
eats all your
funny.
spirits. P-Box, let's
Ooh,
go.
let's go P-Box.
But yeah, it turns out it's just not good. Like, Gorgon's in someone 4 turns in a row is good, but
Yeah. But yeah, that's,
you're using
oh,
your normal
gosh,
for it.
That is true.
Second Tadpuff, let's go, huge.
Still banned.
Store, third Valakane, alright, we got the playset.
Valakane, that's insane.
Best box,
Trying
best
to,
box.
trying to think of the rares. There's Pandason, Valakane, Tectaurus, Trifernal. There's Majesty.
True. I mean, Pandora's box is solid.
Yeah, that's a
We'll
hollow.
take that.
I'm thinking of the non-hollow rares.
Oh, I got you.
Trying to think, what else? Oh, Voltempest, I think, is a
Alter?
non-hollow rare. Ooh, Alter. I love Alter stars. It's such a
Alter's
fun
so
card.
good. Strongly considering replacing my Tsunamis right now with Alters with the amount of water running around. Right. Chariot Ride, there we go. Necroth, that's playable. Tana Strike, Izakar, Spinosect, okay. We're on the Weird Hermes deck now.
I
And
yearn for the
Ladagon?
day that Charon's Opal one becomes a good, playable card. That card is so
Ladagon.
fun.
Yeah, I see it. I have hope for it. I don't know. I also want it to be good. I like drawing cards. I was sad when Nog went.
Yeah. Eruption.
Imperial?
Oh, Imperial! That's the other one. All the starter deck bosses got in there as rares. Actually, Voltempest was a hollow rare.
Right? The Ambrosia semi kind of hurting the Ladagon. OG Ladagon.
Double
stuff.
Jotaya, let's go.
That's right. Necklace. Okay. Flaracne.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Flaracne. That's also a rare in here.
Spiders exist.
Spiders do exist. They are not real, but they do exist. There was when I was a wee lad 10 years ago when I was 18, I went on Sonic Horde. Let's go. I went on a camping trip with the Boy Scouts to New Mexico.
Yeah.
Called the Philmont Scout Ranch. And Boy Scouts are weird. They have a bunch of like things that they do that are interesting.
Weird.
And one of the
Yeah.
things that we had to do was we couldn't make what was called two-piece trash, which was anytime we like had like a disposable something or other, like a granola bar or something. Whatever we like ate, we couldn't make it into two separate pieces of trash. So like we always had to open it whole, or like open it so that the trash was one piece of like plastic. Otherwise, if we did, we had to sing "I'm a Little Teapot" and do a little dance to embarrass ourselves so we wouldn't do it again.
Right. The foil Nog. Let's freaking go.
Let's go, Nog. It's dead. Unfortunate.
Ban it. Did nothing wrong.
We banned it before it could do something wrong.
That's true. Riceros? That's a card. I didn't know.
Is that a rare?
Got the dot.
That's a rare. That's insane. Oh my gosh. That card is not good enough to be a rare.
Not good enough to see play right now.
No, it is definitely not good enough to see any play right now.
Kuga, that's decent.
Galaxy,
Frog.
let's
There's
go.
a frog on the rise. Foil Ambro, let's go.
Foil Amber,
We
let's
take
go.
those.
Yeah, Zephrog has seen a surprising amount of play. I'm not sure it'll see any more. Especially with Tadpuff Band. But who knows?
Yeah.
With Fish on the rise, people are just looking for things to ascend into.
Yep.
And Zephrog is one of those things where you can ascend into it and it does damage.
Yeah. That's very true.
We still have our full art.
We have not. I really enjoy the Oistillery with the necklace. Love that play. Super neat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just anything ascended to Oistillery.
Cast the Foamy Champ. Find the Aphrodite. Cast the necklace on the champ. Use the Aphrodite to search for Oistillery and then ascend. It's neat. That's what it is. I don't know if it's anything more than neat, but it's neat. More Tadpuffs, let's go.
Ooh,
Boombat, huge.
Oh yeah, Boombat's really good.
Equilinx.
Oh, Equilinx. God, why can't it be at 2? I wish it were at 2, man.
I do too.
I don't have. It doesn't have to be 3, but 1 is just too few. It's just too few.
At 3, I was playing it in the Hibufin deck to use it to
So
special ascend out
So,
of Hibufin.
yeah, it's so good.
Just value.
Just straight value.
There we go, Majesty.
God, if only there were a good water 3 drop. This game would implode if there were a good water 3 drop.
What are you talking about? Pantera is the best water 3 drop we have.
True. So true.
Running Pantera Fish as we speak. It's insane.
It is pretty fun deck.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, Leonite. That's a pretty sick card.
That's a great looking card.
Very cryoblastable though, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. There could be a rule that you can only use good looking cards to destroy good looking cards.
I
Can't
don't
use a
know.
base.
Cryoblast looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Can't use a base one. You gotta use at least a foil.
There is no foil of Cryoblast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. It only has 2 printings. It
to
has
get one.
it has the Daybreak printing, and then it has the biblically accurate Turno pack printing.
Okay. Anderson.
It's been a long time since I've seen someone open a Stellar. I don't even know if I've seen someone open a Stellar from base set.
Capricorn. We love Capricorn on this box. Capricorn and
We
Falcane.
sure do love Capricorn. Alright, guys. After we open this box, we're going to get into the deck advice part of the stream. And then we're going to do one deck, and then we're going to do another box.
Alright, let's see. We're almost through. Rabbit. Aphros. Hey, that's a good card right now.
Speaking of fish,
Falcane.
what is that, number 4 or 5?
I think that's number 4.
Oh my gosh.
Number
4
4.
Falcane in one box.
Honestly, best box. Like, by
True.
far.
We love Falcane in this household.
Yep. Waspire, there we go. This is the true war criminal that needs to be banned.
That is true. Blazerus, Titania Star.
Oh, there we go.
Viscerus. Let's go.
This.
Great card.
Solidly playable.
Great card.
Back to 3.
Yes, finally. It did not deserve it.
We need balance in the world. We should semi-limit the other one. Necro. Krakatuga.
Ooh, that's fun.
I think there is a world that an Aphrodite Krakatuga list can exist.
I don't disagree with you, but I don't agree with you either.
The line of burn 3. If you get to untap, burn 3, search with Aphrodite, ascend, and burn 3.
That's so many spirits.
It's a lot of. It's a lot of spirits. It's a lot of burn. Number 4
Oh my gosh. Let's see.
on both ends.
So you already have to have the 2. So there's 2 on your Krakatuga.
Yep.
You expend 2 for the burn 3.
Yep.
Use an Aphrodite, search a Krakatuga, ascend a Krakatuga, and then 2 more. That's 8 spirits?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 8 spirits to burn 6
9.
and go.
Right?
No, you only burn 6. You burn 3 twice.
No, you burn 3 if you untap with Krakatuga. Because if you have your Ascension online, you burn 3, search, burn 3.
Yeah, that's 6.
Yeah, 6 in one turn. You would get 3 in the turn before, though.
Okay.
But yeah,
But you could do that all in one turn.
can you?
Yeah. If you somehow, well, actually no, you'd use your
Yeah.
no, never mind.
All right.
Wait, no. Here's how you do it. Here's how you do that in one turn. You go Rise from the Depths onto Champion of Hephaestus Smoltuga. Reveal an artifact in your hand. Ascend Crack. Crack burn 3. Play Aphrodite. Search Krakatuga. And do it again.
Yeah.
That's how you do it without using your normal action.
Yep.
Oh, there's
that's
more
it.
leaks.
Oh, what do we got now?
Okay, we got all the box toppers.
That's box Pop Tarts.
All right, chat. If you want to be leaked on the effects, type 1 in the chat. If you want the effects to be leaked, I will leak it on stream. Just type 1 in the chat if you want it leaked.
Insane.
These look kind of cool. The Hephaestus one looks sick as hell.
Oh, I gotta check that one next.
All right.
I'm behind the turn. Okay. The Leo.
Yo. Yo, that's sick. Okay.
Okay.
It's 14? That's crazy.
That's insane. These are all solid.
Dude, they just power crept Volcaries, champ. That's insane.
I mean, you probably still Volcari's champ here.
You definitely still play it, yeah. No.
Yeah. Oh, true. Argo makes Vespatuga free, or backwards. Vespatuga makes Argo free.
Kind of, not really.
Yeah, that's
Chance
true.
doesn't
It
heal.
adds more spirit support, that makes it free. Yeah. Still solid. Still fun.
Yo, what? Yo, the Stratomoth is actually just straight up busted. What the hell?
Yeah. Stratomoth seems super gassed up.
Anyone? That's insane. Chat. Alright, chat. I saw someone type 1. We're leaking it. Okay. Hold on. I have to figure out how to leak this.
Yeah, that's That's gonna be absolutely wild.
Okay.
I will say Thunder Chicken looks pretty insane too.
How do I do this? Is this not? Okay, so that does that. That doesn't do that. Nope, not that one. Ah, okay, there it is. Okay, chat. Here are the leaks. Call me the Titanic, cause I'm leaking. Alright, chat. These cards are insane, actually.
Busted.
Okay, so let me read you this Imperial. So, for, I don't know why, but I don't know why, or I don't know why or how, but Hera will return Thunder Spirits from your field to your hand. Or not to your hand, to your spirit deck. And the Imperial Champ, you can normal cast it, which is insane.
A 3-drop.
If you've returned 3 spirits, 3 thunders from your field to your spirit deck this turn. That'll probably be hard. You might actually play like Thunderbolt of Zeus just to get more spirits on field. So you can return them, but that's kind of bad card economy. But anyway, let's see, what else does it do? You can normal cast it if you return 3 or more thunder from your field to your spirit deck this turn. When you cast this Imperial, you can force an opponent to disenchant 3 from their field.
Wild.
Your Champions of Hera got +2/+2. So it's a 10/14 that disenchants 3 from your opponent's field on cast.
Wild.
Insane. Well, actually, it's not insane. It's really good. I'm not going to say it's insane, though. I'm not going to say that. This Celestia
I
is
think
actually kind of
disenchanting.
insane. So
Is
Celestia, if
correct.
this Celestia would be returned to the hand, you may disenchant 2 solar from a stadium rune or artifact rune on your field instead. While Colosseum of Ares is enchanted, this Celestial can attack each opponent's Alestrals once each. Insane. And it has
And we're a
14
14.
attacks. Which is
And there's-
insane.
There's no way the
And
Coliseum
if you're
doesn't
getting
give
this
us some
out,
sort of
what else is there? I'm assuming the stadium like gives it some sort of attack buff. So this could get over a pen terror. This is definitely an OTK strategy, and it can't be returned to the hand. You have to gaze shield it. Oh my gosh. And then we have Vesuvituga champion with Hephaestus. I can't wait for Boltuga champion with Hephaestus. That's going to be fun. You can disenchant fire from your field in order to search your deck for an eruption or a champion of Hephaestus and add it to your hand. When you cast an artifact rune, you can enchant up to 2 fire from your underworld to anywhere on your field. This card is crazy in fire artifact. This is the card fire artifacts needed, actually. So we now have a, well, actually, it's a 2-drop, so it's harder to get out. So you probably do still play base Smoltuga just for the, what's it called? Just for the search for the Volcaries champ. But if you get this out, this is really good. And then Stratamoth, which you can get to in one turn if you have 2 Aeolus. Your champions of Aeolus get +1 for each wind enchanting each of your Aeolus. You can Nexus Wind. When you do, special cast a 1 Spirit Wind Celestial from your deck. Nexus special cast from deck. Are you kidding me? You can Nexus cast a P-Gust. Pop a back row. You can Nexus pop or Nexus cast Exaltair. Nexus again for burn. What else? What else is there? 1 Spirit.
Toxion.
You can do Sorlet and get into. You can do Sorlet champ, run over something, and then get into a Chrysler champ. What else? 1 Spirit wins. You could do a Findust. That doesn't really do much though on its own. What are other 1 Spirit Wind Celestials? I don't know. 1 Spirit Winds. There's gotta be some good ones. Okay. So let's see here. Actually, so I forgot Vesuvituga. I actually have a deck built with Vesuvituga in it right now. Alright, so we're going to... Alright, we're going to go to some decks. This'll have to do. Yeah, this'll have to do. Okay. So. Oh, hold on. Headphones are... Hello?
Hello.
You're hyped for Ohm now? Yeah, me too. That card is sick. Okay, I can actually hear things again.
Hurrah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I did not hear anything you said for the past, like, 10 minutes.
Oh, you're all good.
Anyway. So here is our first deck that we are going to be looking at. Let's see here. This might not be the first one. This is going to be the first one we're looking at. So Hermes is actually very well positioned in this format. If you know how to play it well, it's definitely like one of the top 3 decks, maybe top 2. Not sure yet. This is a very complex deck to pilot. So as far as immediate changes I want to make when well, let me read what the person ask for help with first. So, hello, I haven't used this list much since Livestream came out, but now with all the bans, I really want to revisit it. I know Aviolith gonna go in there somewhere, but I'm not too sure what kind of edits this needs to get back into up to standard. Probably cut the Tsunami and maybe add some Cynectar and some PTA back in. Maybe an Artemis PTA and a Champ Spec for combo. I think I'm trying to go too many different directions, but I really like the Hermes package with Titan. Okay, so this is not an unreasonable request. Hermes and Titan is actually pretty cool. It's like one of the top performing decks on Clash for what that's worth. So for these, I'm not going to touch side decks, mostly because you only really build your side deck after testing and learning what weaknesses your deck has. So we're really only going to build a main deck. So my first, at first look, there are 4 cards I want to cut. I want to cut this Rummagem and all 3 of these Astrabbits. So we're going to do that. We're going to cut these 3. Rummagem we're cutting because it's just too slow. And it is too small of a body. This is never living to the next turn. And if you cast it, you get the search, yeah, but it's just too slow. There are better things you could be doing. Anything else to cut? I kind of want to cut Alter. You don't really have much that you want a Nexus to her from. I guess you have the Hermes.
Hermes can Nexus by itself, though, using the Spinosect.
That is true. But Alder's such a cool card. I think we will get rid of the Altars. Because you probably want to max out on your trickeries and your Hermes. So we'll do that. We'll max out on both of these. So that's 2, 4, 6. Plus 6 is 12. So that's, yeah, 12 is enough back row. So we're good. We're fine on back row. So the next up, we need Alestrals. We have the carry off. You probably only play 2 Aviolith in this deck. Not 3. We're playing 2. Just because we're not like full on Hermes. And then we have 2 cards left.
If we drop the Tsunamis for PTAs, I wouldn't hate Cynectar here.
That's true. I kind of want to keep the Tsunamis and maybe drop the Madness.
Also fair.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to drop Madness for PTA. And then run 2 Cynectar Champ. And I think this is probably what you're looking at for Hermes and Titan. It's a lot of bricks, which is unfortunate, but that's just kind of playing 2 bricky engines together. So let's do a couple test hands. Let me pull up chat. Yeah, I know, Lemon, this is your deck. That's why I'm doing it first. Alright, so let's do a couple test hands, see what we come up with. Let's do test hand. Alright, so do we keep this hand? I say yes. We have a back row, which isn't great. We've drawn the carry off, which also isn't great. But we have Spinef, we have Hermes. So this deck is very prone to bricking, so you don't really want to mulligan too aggressively if you have a decent enough hand. So something with Hermes, Aviolith, and a back row, and Spinef, not too bad, not too bad. Let's do another one. This one is 100% a mulligan. We have Ardbud, Vis, Tsunami, Aviolith, Ambrosia. This one's kind of tricky. We have the Ardbud to search a bug. This one is tricky. I think we keep this hand, and then our opener is probably Ardbud, Search Specterus, set Tsunami, set Ambrosia, pass. And then hopefully we can save the Ardbud until next turn, and then cast either the Specterus or the Viscerus, probably the Viscerus, and then go into Ardvarum. Yeah. Ardbud needing a lot more setup here. So now that I know that, what we're gonna do is we're going to, let's see, what do we do here? Probably cut a Carrion and a Specterus, and we play a Specterus champ, and we play one Artemis Arrow. Looking at this again, I think we do have to just cut the Specterus entirely. So we're just gonna cut, as much as it pains me to do this. Actually, do we just cut the Viscerus for more? No, because if that gets out, because if the Viscerus clears something, it's 2 bugs for Ardbud next turn. So I think we keep the Viscerus and we just cut the Specterus and play the second champ. So now we have an Ardbud play. So let's do some more test hands. Alright. This one's pretty fun. I think this one we probably go Synectar, search Artemis PTA. No, we search regular PTA here. Yeah, we search regular PTA here, and then we get I think we just set shield PTA pass, and then next turn we can do Spinosect shenanigans. Yeah, that sounds good. Next hand. This one, This one looks good, but it's actually not good. This is kind of a decent going second hand, depending on what your opponent's on. If you're going second, I would keep this hand. If you're going first, I probably wouldn't. This hand, yeah, get rid of this hand. Double Arcbud Spy Nymph. If this is turn 1, we definitely go Spy Nymph, search Hermes, and then just dump Set Trickery, pass, and the PTA. And then next turn we can go Ardbud. Oh, that would be really cool. So what we could do with this on the next turn. So say turn 1 we did the we go Spy Nymph, search Hermes, Hermes for 4, and then we go Hermes, dump Spinosect, Nexus 1 onto the Spy Nymph, Set Trickery, PTA, pass. We obviously use the Trickery to bounce whatever thing they do. And then we have Spinosect on field. What we can do is we can go Ardbud, search... What do we search? Probably Psynectar Champ. Oh shoot. No, that's not how that works. I was gonna say we could go... Yeah, we would need another Hermes. What's our draw? Psynectar Champ? Okay, never mind. Oh no, we could search another Spy Nymph. No, we already cast it. Never mind. Damn. Almost had a good play. I thought we could like Nexus 1 to the Spinosect, and then Ardbud Disenchant, and then it's still alive. But no, you can't do that. If only there was a way to Nexus. Okay. We oh my god, we keep this hand. Oh my god, this hand is awesome. This is like a dream hand for Hermes. Actually, that's not entirely true. We don't have Trickery. Yeah, I think we just go Spy Nymph, search Hermes, dump Spinosect, Nexus 1, set 2, pass. You think Hopper did anything to help with this, or too clunky? No, it's not that it's too clunky, it's that you don't really have enough targets. Let's see, how many Earth cards are we running? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 out of 40 is not a great ratio. I would not be running Hopperoo in this list. It's just not gonna find anything. I think we can probably go to the hypergeometric calculator. Let's go to the hypergeometric calculator, shall we? Hypergeometric calculator. Etherhub. Okay, so if we have a deck size of let's say 34, because that's how many cards you have in hand. Seek a sample size of 3. Success in population. Actually, no, let's just do 40, just for the numbers. We have 16 successes in sample. Number of wanted cards you want to draw. Guess one. Calculate. Chance to draw one or more of the wanted cards. Cards you want. That is in the deck. 79%? What the hell? chance to draw one or more. I think I'm doing this wrong. There's no way with 16 out of 40 is 79% with 3?
You've got a roughly 30% chance for 1 to be an Earth card, and you have 3 chances. So, possibly.
Is that really how that works? I guess so. I mean, even still, how many of these do we want to draw? So, like, -4. Yeah, let's go -4. So let's say that this is 12. 66. So you have a 66% chance of drawing something that you actually want. That's insane. I did not think that would be that high. I thought this would be like in the 40s.
Haparu goated.
I guess so. Even still, I probably wouldn't put it in here.
Yeah, it's more value in determining your next draws. And with a deck that you can shuffle pretty easily, I think that there's extra value with that. But yeah, I kind of agree. I think if we're doing the Antitan stuff, we probably don't have room to squeeze in the Haparus.
Yeah. Because this deck is so tight already. Your engine requirements for both decks are just like really big. I really wish we could fit Spectrus in here somewhere. We have Hermes to reshuffle, but what you're saying makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know where we would fit it. We'd have to put it probably with Cynector. Well, actually, no, what we would do is we'd probably cut this, play another Cynector, and then play 2 Haparu. That's probably what we would end up doing, but I don't think that's worth it. What's up, Azerlocks? You got a deck you want advice on? But yeah, I just don't see Haparu in this deck, unfortunately. It is a bug, which helps, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, it's something you'd have to replace the Vis with, probably, if you did want to do that.
Yeah, and this deck needs all the pressure it can get, since you're bricking so hard most of the time. Let's do a couple more test hands. Alright, this hand is bad. It has no back row. Well, that's not entirely true. We have Cynector Champ and Search PTA. We already have 2 Hermes, so we don't have to Hermes do anything, really. I guess this hand's keepable. We have Earthquake. We have Earthquake 2 Hermes. That's pretty good. If they P-box 1 Hermes, you have the second one. Yeah. I think we keep this hand. This hand's a keeper. It's got 2 back row plus Spine Nymph and Cynector Champ. This hand's weird. This is a weird hand. Ooh, this one. Also, we've drawn Earthquake a lot in these test hands. That's crazy. I think we keep this hand, honestly. Yeah, I think we keep this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we have double Spine Nymph. Because if we get... It's turn 1, so we're not getting stopped. So we got 2 Hermes, Earthquake, and Trickery. Yeah, that's a keeper. Yeah, especially since the Hermes represents a bounce on their turn. It makes it so good. This hand is a keeper. We drew double gaze. We drew double gaze. That's all you need to know. Any hand with 2 gaze you can keep. Alright, let's go next. This hand. I think this hand is also a keeper. If I have the Doppelgator and Artemis structure, got a box of Moonrise opened, I would need help on more lunar focused Titan deck, as is the best thing I pulled from Moonrise. If you want to build a Moonrise era and Titan deck, do you have like cards from other sets? Or do you like only have a bunch of Moonrise? Oh, I guess they just said they had the Artemis structure deck. And a box of Moonrise. Alright, I guess we can build a deck for them. Alright, so we're going to... So we just go deck new. Alright, let's go. I have like a full Artemis and Titan list I can drop to. I also want to revisit. Let's see if I can build Aetherlocks a list, and then we can look at that one. We also have Lizard's list to look at, so I don't want to short them because they did submit. All right, so let's see. We got Hard Bud. That's a 3 of. Hard. Varum, that's a 1 of. And then we have Anti. That's also 1 of. Alright, the Artemis structure deck. No, you're all good, Lemon. You're all good. I don't know what's in there, but I know Rise from the Shadows is. We'll put 1 in because I know there's only 1 in the structure deck. We would play as a 3 if you had 3 of it. I also have the Keone structure deck, a box of Daybreak opened, and a Frostfall box unopened, so no help yet. Stables are limited to structured decks, sadly. Okay. I'm gonna start building, and then if you don't have a certain card, just stop me. Alright, so we have Rise from the Shadows. I'm going to assume you have 2 Artemis PTA. Oh, that's not in the... I'm just going to assume you have 2 of this. Oh! Yeah, I will... Save as share URL. Yeah, Lemon, I just sent this under your original post. It's the second link. All right. Aetherlocks, do you have any what's it called? Synectar champions? Do you have 3 of this guy? This deck really works if you have 3 of this guy. I pulled another Artemis, but no more than 1 dead shot or Artemis arrow. I wish should I do? Fuck. One Artemis Arrow. Gosh, no Nectar Chant makes it hard. Don't have PTA. There's no... PTA came in the structure deck. In the Artemis structure deck. It came in it. There's no way you don't have at least one.
Should be two, if I'm not mistaken.
Is there two in the structure deck?
I thought there was.
Shop live stream. Alright, above Artemis, presence of Darrow. Oh, come on! Presence of Darrow, Artemis Arrow. There are two. Okay, so you do have two. Did this come? There's only... Okay, there's only Frost, okay. There's two Gaze, two PTA. We're gonna play both of those as well as the two Ambrosia.
Dense Fog gets tricky with Art, but Artemis is probably better.
Artemis is probably better, but with a box of Moonrise, we have Toxiri.
True.
It's a comment in there. I sure hope you pulled 3. Let's see. What is it called? Two Gaze. I have plenty of Dense Fog and Toxiri. Okay. What do we do from here? Are there any
Probably need
Spectres?
OG Spectres.
Yeah. There's 2 Spectres in the structure deck, so we're gonna put that in there.
And we got plenty of Champ Spectres too, we'd say.
There are 2 champs, so we're gonna play both of those 2 for the Ard Bud. Okay. You don't really want to put Monsoon in this deck, mostly because it suppresses all the cards you have, and it's kind of out of element. It's in the Keon structure.
Another Gorgons.
There is another Gorgon's Gate, so we can put 3 in there. Let's put in 2 shield too. Other counter rooms. There's a Pandora's box. We're gonna put that in there. That's 2, 4, 5 plus 3 is 8. Plus another 3s. Okay, so that's good on counter runes. So now we just need... Oh, we need 2 Ambro. Alright. So now we need to worry about the Alestrals. Let's look at the 1-cost Earths. No, we're not playing Cactibrol. Do we play Clovey? No, we're not that desperate. Is Earthquake in the Fulgoric starter? No, that's in the Postaboo starter. Lynx isn't anywhere to be found. I don't want to play Hopperoo in this deck, but if you have Hopperoos, we could play them.
What about Navi Doppelgator?
Oh, true. Why am I not? That was so obvious. I don't know why I didn't think of that. So true. If I put water in my Tuxeria with Monsoon, my opponent's Lunar Leshals would be suppressed. That'd be my plan if I had them. It's not really worth it though, because your Tuxeria is water enchanted, and then it's not searching the dense fog you want it to search. And then it doesn't -2/-2 if you suppress something, so.
I think he's saying you can.
Oh, if you
put
use the
water on it
Monsoon.
when you
Oh,
cast
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
I see. Even still, I wouldn't do that. It's just not enough squeeze for the juice, you know.
Yeah.
Too much squeeze for the juice. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
We'd look to add third dense fog, I think, before we look to add Monsoon.
Yeah. Trying to think of, because we want to run more Earths. I want to say, I actually don't have to run more Earths. There's enough lunar bugs. I guess we just look at bugs. Insectoid. Search. Don't have any Firestorm stuff. Electrifly isn't gonna do anything. Electronite. No, that's bad. We're not playing.
Also doesn't do anything.
Frostmite, not in any of the starter decks. Hopperoo. Hums, Kite Mite, Larvacell, Nimbug. We might be able to get away with Night Venom if you have any of those. That is a rare out of Moonrise, so you might have one or two. I wouldn't play one if you had less than two, though. Paracne, Hollow to Firestorm, Paracne, Daybreak. I'm pretty sure you said the Daybreak box is unopened. I don't want to play the Artemis stuff in here, but we might have to, just for the deck space.
I don't hate a solo Artemis anyway, just as another suppression tool.
No, we'd probably have to play like 3 Fawnlet, 2 Artemis, a dead shot. Just to fill out the deck space, because we need Alestrals, is the problem.
Yeah.
I did pull a full art Demeter. Do you have any crabs? Please tell me you have some crabs.
Well, hype.
Molestation Champion of Demeter. you have any of
Sentences
those?
only Elestrals players say.
You have any crabs? That would be hype. Clip that. Somebody clip that. Post it on Twitter and then put no context behind it. Yeah. Not seeing any more bugs that we could probably fit in here. I wish we had this. Yeah. I wish we had a third spec. That would be nice. You probably do play the Demeter because it makes the art butt a 5. Do you have crabs? Oh gosh, that's funny. Yeah. We'll put the Demeter in here. Oh, that doesn't have. It's not an insectoid. Man, this. What else is in the Keon starter that we can munch off of? Or mooch off of? Frostrix, Narpoon, Waylance, Easy Ursa. Alright, what does the,
You get Tsunami? Is Tsunami in there?
we already have enough back row. We need Elestrals.
Sure.
FUO,
I was just thinking playable at this point.
True. What does Fulgorix have in it? Because I know they have this starter deck. If I could. Okay. 3 Nabi, 2 Doppelgator, 1 Fulgorix, 2 Gloombat. Okay, we can play 2 Gloombat. Yeah, we can play 2 Gloombat. No crabs! No! My seafood boil! Play 2 Gloombat.
Would we have any pups?
I don't know if we have Like a Void. Or no, we could play Like a Void Champ Escaped
Yeah, like Void Escaped is in the
in the lunar phase. Is that 5? We need 6 cards. That's 5 cards. Or we could play the full moon and make it 6. Yeah, there's no way you don't have. If you open a box, there's no way you don't have more 3 Werewolf. I guess we can do that then. 3 Werewolf. Play Like a Void, Escaped, and then we play Lunar. We play 1 Full Moon, and 1 Eclipse. All right. Jolton Temple of the Moon. I could interface that. No, I think this one. I think this is pretty good. I think this will do you pretty good. So as far as Spirit deck goes, you probably want. I'm gonna say 5 Earth. And then the rest Lunar. It'll have to be like a wood coated. Yeah. Yeah, you could like avoid. You could like avoid Earth Enchant, and then ascend the End Titan on top of it next turn if you wanted to. If you ended up drawing it. All right, let's do some test hands. All right, test hand number 1. Going first, this is a pretty bad hand. Yeah, this is a pretty bad hand going first. I guess you just Nabi set Rise. And then, like, when your Nabi dies, you can Rise it back, special cast Gloombat next turn, and ascend End Titan over it. But then it's misenchanted. Actually, what's our draw? Shield? Okay. That's a go all in, but it's very easily disrupted. That one might be a keep but an expended draw, because this is a pretty good going second hand. Alright, let's go new hand. This is just Werepup. Werepup setup. Set to pass. But this is a keeper. This is definitely a keeper. This one is a mulligan. You didn't draw 1-drop. This one is a mulligan. You didn't draw any back row. Well, I guess Toxiri kind of. Oh, okay. So here's the thing you could do. You could Toxiri, search Dense Fog, set Full Moon and Dense Fog, and if your Toxiri survives, what you can do is you can go Ardbud, search anything, and then Full Moon on the Toxiri, and then Ardbud disenchant, and then Ardvarum pop into End Titan. And then you still have Nabi follow-up next turn. So this is a pretty good hand. I'd keep this. It's really risky, but I'd keep it.
If it doesn't pan out that way either and they out the Toxiri, you still have Dense Fog down. You Dense Fog on their turn, drop the Ardbud. Or on your turn, drop the Ardbud, get to special out the Champ's back and go off too.
That is true. This one is a key. I guess this one's a keeper. It has 3 back row and a 1-drop. That doesn't get us to engine, but it's a 1-drop. And then we can gaze something on our turn for like a Void Champ to get an extra guy out. This one is a mulligan. No to 1-drops. This one is a keeper. You drew 2 gaze. This one is a keep as well. I think we just turn 1 we just set Dense Fog and pass, and then next turn we flip Dense Fog to suppress something. Special cast spec, special Ardbud, get the second spec. And do Ardbud and do End Titan stuff. There's no backup for that play, which is not ideal. Yeah, this one might be a mulligan as much as I hate to admit it.
Yeah, it's very dependent on the draw, because you could also Dense Fog into Doppel or Leica. Drew gaze for turn. We have 2 gaze Nabi and Ardbud. I even though we drew the End Titan, I think we still keep this one. We have 2 pushes, and I think that's very nice. All right, this hand. Do we keep this hand? Probably not. I guess we go
Ardbud, search Nabi. No, we would have to go Ardbud, search Champ Spec, set to pass, and that feels really bad. Especially since we have no way to suppress if we have to use the gaze, which we probably will. All right, next up. This one's probably a keeper. We have Nabi plus Rise and PTA plus Spec. I would say this one's definitely a keeper. This one is probably a keep. Unfortunate, but it's probably a keep. I do apologize, but I need to go. Thank you so much. We can chat later in our Ohio chat. Yeah, of course. I'll post this. I'll post this in that Discord then. All right. And then I'm gonna share URL. Don't know who they are on that server. But... all right, and now we are on to our last list that we're gonna work on, which is this Krakatuga list. And they asked, I'm not sure how I feel about Peli or what artifacts I should run. Great questions. The artifacts you run in this deck do kind of define what you're playing. I don't disagree with your artifact choices. Scythe does give a lot of stats. As far as Peliquarius goes, I think in this deck, searching the Searcher is fine. Well, actually, no. You're not searching the Searcher. You're searching the play. It's more like Rummagem search Ardbud than anything else. So I'm not opposed to it. You just kind of have to think, like, what else could I be running in this slot that would get me better results? And there isn't a lot. I don't know if I'd run 3 Peliquarius, because that does hurt your spirit math a little bit. We are on 2 Ambro, which we need to be in this deck. 1 Eruption really just kind of kills the burn aspect of this deck. Alright, let's first focus on the Elestral lineup, and then we'll go to the artifact lineup for a second. Kinleo, yes, you need to be running that in this deck. Is kind of mandatory. Is definitely mandatory. Nekrof is flexible. We definitely don't need to be running Nekrof. It is extra burn, which helps a little bit, and it kind of is just a filler spot. But it does its job at filling the spot very well, so we'll keep it there. Volcarius kind of turns the whole deck online by searching the Hephaestus. And, like, it was really important that it got fire from Underworld that you could use for Eruption. But with Eruption to 1 now, really just, like, that part of its effect just, like, doesn't really do anything anymore. I guess you can use it to cast your counter runes, but there's nothing as far as artifacts go, you're not casting anything with 2 spirits besides Scythe, and you're always casting that properly. And you're usually casting it off of Argo. So I think Volcaries does have to stay, but unfortunately just half of its effect text just doesn't work anymore, which is sad. Aephyros, Magnaros, these are just kind of 5s that we can ascend into if one of them if the water one lives. So I'm not opposed to keeping this. The Smoltugas, that's like the heart and soul of the deck. That's like the main play. Of course, we max out on that. Smoltuga non-champ. As far as search targets we have for this, it's Volcaries, Nekroff, Kinleo, which are good search targets, but I'm not sure if it's worth running searchers for. Then the question becomes, what do we replace it with? I don't know what we would replace it with. They have Champ 1 on this side.
Off the rip, I would say we could fill out the fish lineup and add another Nekroff if we want to have 5s.
As like true.
Our
that is
primary
true,
plan.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we just cut the Smoltuga. Yeah, I think we cut this and fill out the fish. Because it is a defensive body, and it's a defensive body, and we don't really care that much about what it searches. The Kinleo is really nice to be able to search as a one-of, but we don't really need to be searching Volcaries. It searches the Hephaestus, which we're playing 2, but I don't think we need to be playing more than 5 Hephaestus. And then Nekroff's just kind of I need a 5 to beat over something. So I don't think that's worth it. I think it is probably better to fill out the fish lineup. So play another Aephyros and another Magnaros. And then we'll cut a Water Spirit and then put one more Thunder Spirit in here. I don't hate Peliquarius. Searches 1-drop waters. The only thing we really want to search is the Smoltuga, so I don't think we should be on 3. I think we should be on 2. 2 is fine, and then we'll play the 3rd Nekroff. This way we have a lot of pressure. We have, let's see. If we draw the Aephyros, we don't have a 5, but if we draw the Magnaros, we do. That's interesting. I think we still keep this lineup though. Especially since we have Necklace. Oh, and Necklace is searchable, so we can just put Necklace on anything and then it becomes a 5. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, I think this is probably a Lustral lineup you go for.
Alright, I will be back. I gotta help get the kids in bed.
Yeah, go ahead. I think we're almost done. Let's see. I like having both Champ and regular Crack for burn and or just I need damage. But at that point, why are we even playing the burn aspect of this deck? I guess we could. It's not really that bad. Alright. I think we have the Alestral lineup pretty down pat. So next up we need to go to the Artifact Rune lineup. And I do like this lineup. It's pretty good actually. The only thing that I would consider is swap Scythe for Necklace. But we're already on the 2 for Earthquake. What other artifacts should we be playing? Hammer comes to mind. That's not that great in this deck. Don't have a lot of face-up runes. We're on 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 3 is 11. We're on 11 counters, which is good. Yeah, I think this is good. I like the Scythe. I like the Torch. Torches seems like the weakest link to me, actually. The Fortella is nice, but it's not always that necessary, and sometimes 2 attack is just not enough. I wish there was an artifact that gave you +3, but it seems like everything gives you +2, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I think this is it. I'm pretty sure this artifact lineup is pretty good. So we're going to keep this. I'm going to save as and then share URL. Alright, guys. And I think that's going to be it for our stream today. Thanks to everyone who came out. The leaks were awesome. I can't wait to play with those cards. And I'll see you all on the Every Deck stream for Saturday's event will probably be on Monday. I'm having a bunch more guests come on again. So if you want to be there or be square, yeah. And then thanks guys for coming out. I'll see you next time.